Batman's got some unfinished beef with the Riddler and Vandal Savage. And in addition to that, Batman is going up against some very familiar allies in Batman Night Fight, where he's going to be battling against Batman of the future, who are actually his own Robins. We've got a double dose of Batman alongside a bunch of other great comics this week on Pals Previews. And as we always do, I want to start things off by letting you know what you can expect to hear us talking about this Thursday at 8 p.m. on Pals Pulls. So we've got Batman number 3, Absolute Superman 13, Night Fight number 1, JSA number 13, and Rook Exodus number 8. Which book do you guys think is going to be your pick of the week?
Oh, man. Yeah, absolute Superman. This book from last issue is continued to deliver. And you know what? I was a little down on Exodus number 7, so this is gonna have to do a little work for me to bring me back up to speed.
Interesting. You said it like definitively, and then you said Absolute Superman, and it surprised me. For me, it's most likely Batman number 3. I'm loving Fraction's run so far. Only 2 issues in, but those 2 issues have stuck with me hard. Jimenez killing it as well. Riddler, one of my favorite villains, so let's see what they have to say about him. But JSA, friend of the show, Gavin Guidry,
Yeah,
on the
shout out.
book, and like that. I'm not. It's not like it's not a nepo pick because we know him. But it is JSA year 1. It's the year 1 of the JSA, which actually, as a concept, is super appealing. And I've been loving what Jeff Lemire is doing. So that's also a strong possibility. It's essentially a number 1 in a way. So I am excited for that.
I'm going with Batman number 3. This book has been on fire. I don't see that stopping here. I haven't cared about the Riddler in years, but maybe Matt Fraction can make me. We'll see. Those are the books that are definitely going to make the show, though. But as you know, there is always one book that does get added, and that is the book that you guys vote in the Pals poll, which goes up every single Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Here are the books that are your options.
Hey, cutting in right here. Just a little addendum. The actual poll options this week are Absolute Green Lantern number 8, Amazing Spider-Man number 15, Assorted Crisis Events number 6, and Aliens versus Captain America number 1. I think Marco talks about it later on. I don't know which ones the other pals would like to have win, but if I had to pick out of these 4, it's Assorted Crisis Events number 6. It's a really good book. I'm excited for it. Okay, back to your normally scheduled pals previews.
Let's turn things over to leagueofcomicgeeks.com, where we can take a look at everything that's coming out this week and give you guys an idea of what you should expect to see when you step into your LCS this week. Anyone hot out the gate?
I was gonna say Amazing Spider-Man. Um, I think from this end, last issue was rough. Not necessarily what I was hankering for, but I've been enjoying the space focused things, so I want to be able to talk about that. I want to be able to explore more of that. So I'm enjoying it much more. This is Laiso on art, as opposed to
Oh,
Laraz. So 'cause they're deviating a little bit from there too. But that said, I'm enjoying more what's in the space end of this arc.
I'm unfamiliar with Emilio Liso as an artist.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll try something new.
Also Italian, so
Hey, it's just this is a Spider-Man artist at this point.
yeah.
I want to shout out. Let's go with Avengers number 32. We just got the announcement that Jed McKay's run is coming to a close. I think with issue 800. I don't know where it is. I think it's like maybe like 38 or something like that. So we know this is the tail end of his run. This is Jed McKay, Fareed Karami on art, Federico Blee on colors. They're continuing this whole fight with Kang. The whole story started with Kang, it's ending with Kang. And for some reason, in some weird way, they're fighting the Marvel zombies right now.
What?
Yeah, they're currently in an area of a leftover piece of Battle World that existed from Secret Wars that Kang had found stuck between time. and that piece has some of the Marvel Zombies on it from Secret Wars. So that's what they're fighting on. This is like a 7 out of maybe like a 6.5, 7 out of 10 run for me right now. So like better than average. I'm not loving it, but I would like to see where it goes and where it ends.
You said it ends 800.
Yeah.
That's 2 issues from now, so that's issue 34 actually.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Cheetah and Cheshire rob the Justice League. Rub the Justice
Different.
League.
That's a different book.
very
Sean.
different series.
That's the book I want to star in.
They might have that on the internet. It ain't gonna be a book.
That might be my favorite Freudian slip on the show in a while.
Wow. And on the cover, we've got Cheetah, we've got Wonder Woman. They're fighting. I think that's Wonder Woman. That should be fun. This book's been great. I love seeing Rucka and Scott team up again together, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know how well it's doing in terms of sales, but I definitely know more people should be buying it because it's awesome.
I think the final issue got solicited, so it has a clear, distinct beginning, middle, end. But I'm with you, Sean. This might be one of my favorite books right now on the stands. It's just really good. It feels like classic DC Rucka, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out Alien versus Captain America #1.
I knew it.
It's there, dude. I'm a mark. This is by Frank Thierry, Stefano Raphael, and this is the first sentence on the blurb here. The Red Skull's newest recruits. Hell yeah.
Oh no!
Ready to see this.
Wait, why does that do it for you? Why does that line do it for you?
Nazi aliens?
I like the idea of they're going to these crazy extremes and they're bringing in the fucking aliens. It's just bonkers.
We're gonna see a red alien again, aren't we?
Oh,
we already saw
now.
it in Hickman's run,
and that shit was cool.
The Mr. Sinister alien.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck it, why not?
It's cool, dude. This is cool.
Sure, why the hell not? That Jemima Kirk meme, you know. One that I'm excited for is Harley and Ivy: Life and Crimes #1. This is I guess the origin of Harley and Ivy's kind of relationship, as told by writer artist Erica Henderson, who I haven't seen in a while. So it's really cool to see Erica doing stuff at DC this time around. You might be familiar with Erica's work on Squirrel Girl, with Ryan North. This is just one of those fun, kind of in its own world DC comics. And Erica's a really funny person, so I'm cool to see what they do here.
Wild Animals #4 is dropping this week. I really like this book. Ed Brisson, anything he does, I am on the hook for. Pretty much literally anything. There's just a way that he writes about life that resonates with me. It's a lot of heavy shit, intense storytelling.
Yeah.
This book in particular has a very simple frame where this dude's father was murdered by corrupt cops. He gets older and he wants revenge. He's going to kill these motherfuckers, but he's not some kind of badass. He's not a Billy Badass guy. He's more like a Billy Bumbler, but he's still trying to get his revenge off. So I've been enjoying it a lot. I know that it's not a long series, so I'm pretty sure it's just going to be 6 issues. I love it. So if you're into Ed Brisson at all, this is a good book to pick up.
I'm gonna shout out Planet She-Hulk #1. So this is Stephanie Phillips, Aaron Cooter, and this is kind of spinning out of all the Imperial things. But I think when they announced this was the book that I was most interested in. I like the idea of Jennifer Walters here on Sakaar. She's going to bring a different element to that world. And so, what is that difference? What is that dichotomy? How does that work? So I'm looking forward to this one.
One that jumped out to me, and it's wild that this is a new issue #1 from Fantagraphics coming out this week. Tales of Paranoia, written and drawn by one Robert Crumb.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the first Robert Crumb comic in 23 years.
Holy shit.
He is a divisive figure in comics. but I don't think you can minimize his impact on comics. You know, R. Crumb is one of the most recognizable names in indie comics of all time. And even like the cover, that's his art in 2025. He's 81. It's pretty damn good still. And it still has that feel to it. I'm just curious to see what it's about. It's mixing memoir, essay, polemic, neurosis, and conspiracy across 12 short comics, including the final Dirty Laundry story. So, yeah, I'm definitely want to check this out. I might actually want to pick this up. I don't know.
Nice.
My last shout out is an Ignition Press book. I've really been enjoying their output so far. This one is called No Place. Number one, it's Tim Seeley, Stefano Simone on art and colors. I have no idea what this is about. I really like the fact that it's a Ignition Press book. Like I said, every book they put out so far has been really interesting. I'm just going to read the solicit. Mariposa Montiel is having a cruel homecoming. As the daughter of immigrants, the outcast teenager is no stranger to scrutiny, but this is another level. Years after vanishing from her Chicago neighborhood, Mari has returned to a traumatized family in a media circus with nothing but a tiger-striped feather and an extraordinary tale of her time away as the champion of a magical jungle land called Mayahuela. Sounds good.
Cool.
Sign me up.
That sounds rad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to shout out Speed Racer number 4. I really enjoyed the first 2 issues of this. I'm on the hunt for issue 3, but yeah, I just want to give this one a shout out because I did not expect myself to be enjoying a book like this. I never connected with the franchise before, and so I'm glad I'm doing so now via comics. This is by David Pepos and David Tinto. So just a quick shout out by a Mad Cave book and a property that I think they're doing some interesting things with.
I got one last shout out, and it kind of ties into our last book club. And this is Ice Cream Man, the Mortal Coil Shuffle Card Special, number 1. So this is a comic, but it's not a comic. It is a set of 55 cards in a deck that can then be read in a comic form, depending on how you shuffle things.
What?
It's kind of funny. This list has to explain it a lot. The Mortal Coil Shuffle will be printed once and once only. No second printings, no new runs. It's a first of a kind comic experiment, and also perhaps the last. So I appreciate the fact that they are going wild with this. I don't even know how I'm going to get images for this once I edit this, because it literally is a deck of cards, not even a comic, but it is a comic. Man, I gotta go to the shop for this. The fucking R. Crumb and this. I might actually have to go to the shop next week.
Wow, that's cool. I'm glad you shouted this out. I thought it was a reprint of something because it was a number 1. I'm like, oh, interesting.
No, it's number 1 because it's technically not a physical book.
Yeah. That's cool. And watch out for those wild cards. Interesting.
I'll probably get that.
My last shout out is going to be Space Scouts. It's a Dark Horse book by Flux House, I guess a sub-publisher under them, but Matt Kint and David Rubin.
Your boy.
I'm a Matt Kint mark, and so anything that he puts out, I'm picking up. Although it seems to be a magazine, or it's in a magazine format, so it looks like it's a different size. It's a $7.99, so I'm shelling out for you, Matt.
It's a experimental week in comics. It sounds like.
Yeah, right.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm into it.
Hell yeah.
Good. We can always use a little bit more experimentation in our comics.
Oh,
Why don't you guys go out there and experiment with buying some different comics? Add something unique to your pull list this week. Let us know what you think of it. This is one of those weeks where I feel like you can, there's not a ton of new, like, super big books coming out. You can probably spare a couple of dollars and throw it towards a book you wouldn't normally pick up. So thank you guys for watching. Leave it in the comments what you're picking up this week. And don't forget to tune in to Pals Polls this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Until then, take care, guys.